Welcome to Cooking with Parker. Today we're making a family favorite, scalloped potatoes. These are thinly sliced potatoes cooked in a cream sauce. Gives you a delicious side dish. Make this for a lot of special occasions. So I'm going to show you step by step how I do this. I also have a secret ingredient, gives an extra boost of flavor. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go.
A good kitchen practice is to have all your ingredients and equipment gathered up first. Start out, I like to get my knife work out of the way, so I'm going to dice this onion up. Not quite a mince, but we want it pretty small. It's actually going to pretty much dissolve into potatoes as we cook it, but just chop it, go back to the root end so you don't have any waste. Just need a quarter cup, a little bit kind of goes a long way. So once I got that done, I'll scoop it up, set it aside, have that for later. Next, I'm going to dice up some butter. Use nice and cold, it'll cube up a little more easily. So just kind of make it into little squares. Go back, straighten it up, and we're just going to get nice little cubes that will disperse throughout the potatoes evenly. Again, same thing, set it aside for later. Got a quarter cup of flour. I'm going to add a teaspoon of kosher salt to that. Some freshly ground black pepper, only about a quarter teaspoon. Just mix it together so it's all incorporated. I'm going to pour 1.5 cups of heavy cream and 2 cups of 2% milk. Got about 6 medium-sized potatoes. I'm using Yukon Golds, roughly 2 pounds worth. I'm going to peel these. You can leave the skin on, but I think it makes for a better dish if you take it off. So it'll take a little bit of time, but it's worth it. And once it's peeled, make sure you set it into a bowl of water so as it goes it doesn't brown at all. Also helps leach out some of the starch, which helps in potato dishes like this. Peel, 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 and done. I'm gonna use a mandoline to slice all these. You couldn't use a knife if you don't have one of these, but mandoline's a great tool. Some people are a little scared of them, but if you use the guard and take your time and caution, you'll be fine. So just slice them all up, place them again in some water, slice, slice, slice. Use my hands at one point. Just be careful. I've known chefs that work for decades and still slice their hands with mandolins, and it doesn't leave you as good of a result. I'll show you here in a second. These 2 pieces are from when I didn't use the guard, so I went back with my paring knife, kind of cut them up. But again, so you can use a knife as I'm showing here. It's just a lot slower. Doesn't give you quite as consistent result, but if you don't have a mandolin, no problem. You can still make this dish. Just kind of trimming these up a little bit. I want to show you most, probably not all of the steps it takes. I just drain the water from the potatoes. Grease a 9x13 casserole dish with some Pam. It's time to start assembling. I'm going to lay the potatoes out, overlapping a little bit. Just get a nice even layer. You don't have to be perfect, but the process does take a little bit of time. Once you got the potatoes laid out, we can go back and layer the rest of our ingredients. So we do the flour, salt, and pepper mixture. It's a little sprinkling of our diced onions, and a little bit of sprinkling of the butter cubes we made earlier. Just repeat this process till you used up all your ingredients. Usually gets between 7 and 8 layers. So place, 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 sprinkle, 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 and there we have it. Now for our secret ingredient, more of a surprise ingredient. I'm gonna add just a few dashes of Tabasco to our heavy cream and milk. That'll give it an extra boost of flavor. Won't really know it's there, but it definitely enhances the dish. So we're just gonna pour our heavy cream, milk, and Tabasco all over the dish. Pop this in the oven at 350 for about an hour and a half. About halfway through, potatoes are starting to brown, cream is reducing. Time to pull this bad boy out. It's looking golden and delicious. Show you in 1 second. Look at that, it's creamy, a little crispy, perfect. Go ahead and give myself a slice. Still a little loose, it'll set a little bit as it cools, but my family likes it like this, so.
There we have it, scalloped potatoes. Go ahead and give it a try. So good, just rich, creamy, one of the best ways to have potatoes. Keep making this as a family because it's just that good. A little bit of subtle heat. Wouldn't even know it's there from the Tabasco, but gives an extra depth of flavor. So, hope you make this at home. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.